What's up, YouTube? And welcome back to my vanilla interloper run. My name is Jokin' Jake, and we sound heavy AF. 111 pounds. Wow.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Yeah, you don't say. I don't remember a lot of what I got going on. All I remember is that I have a lot of stuff in Coastal Highway and Desolation Point curing. A lot of like rabbit hide. I know I have enough hides to make the pants and the hat and the gloves. So I know I need to stop here at the Big Red Barn and then go excuse me, over to Coastal Highway, or yeah, well, to Thompson's Crossing first, but I really don't need to. Oh, this is, yes it will, because that'll give us some archery points. Sometimes there's a pry bar there. Oh, we are warm in here. Realistically, we could cook up the rabbits that I have on me. Health-wise, it looks like we're doing pretty good. Okay, sweet. We got well-fed and sure footing. We don't have a coat, so to speak, though. Um, let's check what's in the backpack real quick. We got, for firewood, fire starting materials, we have a fire striker with 15 strikes left. 32 tinder, we have 6 reclaimed wood, so we don't have a lot of fire starting materials, which will impact our travels a little bit. Do have antibiotics, which is very good in case we get food poisoning. Yeah, that's what it's called. We have some gloves that we're not using, boots that we're not using, or shoes we're not using, and a hat that we're not using. That's right, because I fixed both of these hats up. So I could tear that down for cloth. Tear that down for leather. I could tear that down for leather. But the shoes are actually in decent shape. Okay. And for food-wise, 19 cattails. We have way too much cooking oil. A lot of flour, which is great for our roasted pies. That's an acceptable pie. So that'll let me, this raises, yes, our stamina. So that'll let me travel a little bit more. And we have some not so good food on us. So that will give us food poisoning. So when we eat it, we're going to want to be able to sleep right afterwards. And we have some water that's not acceptable to drink. Do we have a cooking pot? We do have a cooking pot, so we can make up the oats that are on us, so we have plenty of food on us. We have the one cooking skillet for making the pies. A lot of cans. I can drop the cans. I don't need the cans. Wow. A lot of sewing kits. Way too many sewing kits. Stay on target. Use. Okay, so this is the book that I just picked up. And let's see, we do have the woodworking tools, which is going to be very nice. We only have 2 tin though, so we're not doing so good as far as the scrap metal goes, because we actually need at least 8 scrap metal to make the improvised hatchet and the improvised knife. And then from there, as many, we do have the bucket, so that's 1 more scrap metal. But from there, we need like however many scrap metal we have after the 8 determines how many arrowheads we're going to be able to make. 1 scrap metal equals 2 arrowheads, so in this case I'm going to be able to make 2 arrowheads. Do I have arrowheads on me? I should have arrowheads on me. I do. I have 3 arrowheads on me. Okay. So I would have 5 arrowheads in total. I mean, theoretically I would like probably 6 to 9 arrowheads just starting out. But I guess, oh wow, actual matches. That's really cool. Yeah, and we don't have a hacksaw, which is really what is slowing us down with the metal that we don't have right now. So let's drop all these cans. I do not need those cans. I'm going to put some stuff in here to make my travels a little easier because we don't need to be slowing ourselves down like that. It's just ridiculous. Don't need the spray paint. I don't need the fuse. I hardly ever use the flask, although I'm not going to put it in there. I don't need the film as of yet. I don't need all these books on me. Not sure if I read this one or not yet. And I don't need that gun book. Those two books are really good to have, so I'm going to keep those on me because I would like to read them. Food-wise, I'll keep that all on me. I'm going to get rid of the shoes. Essentially, that's just leather in my book. And the improvised head wrap, which is essentially just cloth. I was just thinking, I actually don't have any cloth on me. And I need 2 cloth when I get to the forge. So there we have another problem as well. 103 pounds. Wow. We got a lot of stuff on us. This right here is just a note left behind. You can read the text. You know, that's really nothing. It's lore in the game. And I'm not really into that. Although, you know. Oh, whoa, what is this? Nice. We have a glitch, folks. We need 10 is what we need, so... let's see. If we decided to go to the forge at, in Forlorn Muskeg, there would be some scrap metal laying around outside of the forge. Okay, so we have our emergency stim here. Yes, it will. And we have our food. And we could possibly find some scrap metal in here. Scrap lead. Well, that doesn't really help us, but we'll transport it downstairs to the bin that does have our stuff in it. A book is good for burning and starting a fire. And we're going to have to start a fire because we're going to want to cook up these rabbits on us. Or, you know, other than that, what was the point of catching them, really, you know? Okay. Land on the truck and start a fire. I have a fire striker. Do we have... We don't have, oil. Ooh, it's getting windy out there, isn't it? 100% chance of success. Okay. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that chance. Well, let's talk a little bit about, we talked a little bit about where the run is going. Maybe we could talk a little bit about where the channel is going. 26, 13, and 26. Get rid of those ones. We don't need them. I'm guessing I read those. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, we don't have any tools on us to harvest this, so we're actually going to lose some meat while we're doing that. Yeah, see, we lost 18% of the total weight. Alright, we can place a pot down. And we'll cook up our rabbit. That's going to take 17 minutes. Oh yeah, I did want to go to the birch forest too. I forgot about that. Okay, so this one has been harvested. We're going to drop that. It's going to take 36 minutes. Do we have 36 minutes on the fire? We don't. But now we do. So we can harvest this bunny. So yeah, channel wise, let's see. I've got a different display. Hey, sweet, we got Cargus Harvesting Novice. Sorry that I cut my sentence off mid-sentence there. I'm really bad at that. So if that irritates you, let me know in the comments below, and I will try to work on that. But anyways, what I was gonna say is I have a new display for my gameplay. It's a 4K TV. It was actually kind of hard to find a small one. I didn't want a huge one. That's what she said. Yeah, it actually was hard to find a small one. Let's harvest up this other bunny. It's gonna take 35 minutes. We have 41 minutes. Oh crap. Okay. We're gonna cook this then. It's 27 minutes. I pulled that too early. And then we'll harvest this for 35 minutes. Yeah, so it actually really helps with the gameplay because I was using this old monitor I had found downstairs. Oh, let's get this fire going. And, oh, my sprain wrist was healed. Heck yes. That's awesome, dude. Put some more rabbit on the fire. So I found this old monitor downstairs. It was only like a 720p or something like that. I'm not tech savvy and all that, so I really don't get into all the numbers and stuff, but I had looked up the back of it because I was like, you know, what am I working with? Took a picture of the label on the back and then Google searched it, and it was like 720p, but it was making my recording like crash. I don't know, drop frames or something along those lines, and it was bad. So I just had to go get a different one. Now, one thing you want to do, or one thing I do when I'm making oats and I have two oats, I drop the one that's the best percentage, so that way it uses the bad percentage first. It doesn't tell you on the screen whether or not it's using the bad percentage or not, so. And now we have some oatmeal. 5 minutes till ready, and we got 11 minutes on the fire. Let's check. Yeah, I've already checked the torches. We don't have very many good torches. So we'll go ahead and pull torches. We're gonna need torches. We need 12 minutes on the fire. So we can pull one more torch. A beautiful torch. Let's go ahead and eat up all of our rabbit. Eat this. Drink this. Oh, actually, shoot, okay, we're gonna have to use that because we need to get this water down. That is bad. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make that work. If we put a stick on, we will. Okay, there we go. That should do the trick. Let's continue to eat up our rabbit. Whoa, we had a lot of bad water on us. Could have dropped that carcass. An hour till burn so we can put down the rest of our water. 24 minutes till boiled. This is non-potable water. 24 minutes to boil, 35 minutes to boiled. Okay. So, hot. That's hot. Yeah, we have a lot of water on us too, which is going to make us heavier, but that's okay. Alright, so we need tin. We need to look for some tin on our way back to the forge. And a hacksaw. We have a chance for a hacksaw over by Thompson's Crossing.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Yeah, the guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. He seems pretty crazy to me. Okay, where were we? 10 minutes still boiled. Oh yeah, we were talking about channel news. So yeah, I got a new display which helps out a lot. That's very nice. I also bought a new game called Chernobyl Escape from Pripyat, and it only had 2 stars rating on the store, but I was like, I really got to play this because it just seemed like a pretty cool game from what I read about it, and well, turns out that was completely false. It, it's all right, you know, but it's not the greatest. So don't forget your oats. And then there's something I wanted to put in here, right? Double check and make sure I have everything that I want on me. I was gonna say, I know there's something that I thought about putting in there. Honestly, salt can put in there. I could put one of those in there. I could put some matches in there. This will be kind of like my little cache for when I come back. If I could put a sewing kit in there. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to put in there too, though. My goodness. I will put some oil in there as well. We don't need all that oil all up on us. Real quickly, search the back. Oh yeah, the lead. Where is the lead? There's the lead. Throw that lead up in there. Alrighty. Now, should we go to the birch forest? It is kind of a little bit on the way. It's a minor detour. Is my porridge still hot? That is the question. It is still hot. Yay, so we're gonna get a warmth bonus. Very, very windy out. The birch forest is that way. Well, the good news is I don't stink. I don't stink, so that'll be nice. So yeah, we can head on over here to the birch forest, and then we'll double back. We'll go through a little bit of a frozen lake part and get some more cattails, which is right in that general direction that I'm facing, and I'm moving to the side. Ah, you know, I never noticed there was a road over here. That is so weird. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of things in the game that I didn't know were there because my display has not been the greatest all these years. So that's quite interesting. Now, I do know, okay, there's bunnies here, so that means we're good, right? But there can be a bear that comes through here, so I wanted to get some birch and get out, essentially. I don't want to spend too much time here. And I know that if you go, I know there can be a moose over here somewhere, so obviously be careful for that. Alrighty, and we found some birch. Nice. And not sure if you saw, but to my left there's some dead bodies on the ground, and there is a metal container we can search. I'm not sure what we might find there, but we'll just search this up real quick. And I do have 3 roasted pies on me, so I can run. Try to make this as quick as possible here. And there is nothing there, but we do have a feather, which is going to be essential. You know, it's not very often that I have more feathers than I have tin, so that's kind of odd. An odd way to start. Just looking for some more birch that's close by, and I don't see any, so I'm gonna say this birch forest has about as much birch as my joke telling have jokes. Well, that didn't really make sense, but you know what I was trying to go for there. Really, really bad. A really bad, why can't I think? Attempt. That's what I was going for.
Can't feel my hands.
Oh, shut it, William. Not helping. A really bad attempt at telling a joke. But, hey, at least I tried, right? You got to try in life. So we have 4 birch on us. Very nice. We're going to be able to use them. Because very soon we're going to need them. Because we're going to start taking damage here, unfortunately. And it's not like this character hasn't seen damage before. We've redlined this character quite a few times on this run. But I don't think we're going to have to redline him. Which will be nice. I've had enough redlining characters for a while. Let's see. I have another run going right now. It's sort of like a personal run that I can just hop on and play when I can't record, to try to get that almighty PB number higher. You know what I mean? Sprain affliction risk. Okay, so now here's where we can pop one of our rose hit pies. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this up. Okay, we did get a headache from it, but we're going to go ahead and drink some water too in an attempt to make us just a tad bit lighter so we can keep running. There can be wolves to our left. There can be wolves to our right. And if we're smelly, there's definitely wolves around here somewhere. But we have been blessed with a clear sky, so we can just run all the way to where we need to go. The only thing we didn't get blessed with was oh, yep, there's the wolf right there. Does he spot us? Not yet. We can do the old crouching method. Is he actually walking away from us? He might be walking away from us. Let's see if we can get over here. Okay, sweet. And we're good. He did not spot us. Very good. Very nice. Awesome. Okay, so we could stop at the church and get a whole bunch of books to burn. We could stop there at the Canada. I don't know if that's called the Canada House, but it's got the Canadian flag on it. Oh yeah, let's look for the hacksaw real quick. Is there a hacksaw here? I don't see the hacksaw, so that's not good.
What have we here?
Aquapure. So weird that I just spent all that time cooking that water, boiling the water, just to get some Aquapure. I find that weird. You know, I feel like the game does try to give you items that you need. I'm not getting that spray paint. I don't need it. Don't want it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought I heard a wolf, but okay. We are armed with a flare. We will pop it if we need to. Where did he go? They can be sneaky. They can definitely be sneaky. What we could do here is we could just I don't hear the aggro music though. So weird. I really want to go to Thompson's Crossing. Not exactly sure where he's coming from. There he is. Okay, well, I'll just get in here. Better to be safe rather than sorry. Have a book. Um, we could possibly find coffee here, which would help us out a lot. Although rosehip pies would
Hope I
help
can
us out a
still
lot
eat this.
too. This is food. Okay, we have firewood, and we had a book, right? So we should be able to start a fire. Let's start that fire. Let's drink some birch bark tea.
Come on.
Yeah, my goal this run is to get at least to
That did it.
the entrance to the Cinder Hill mine. Or is that connector number 3? I can't remember exactly what the name of the mine is called, but oh sweet, a potato. We can use that for sure. Place the pot down. We're gonna cook the potato and continue our searches. Now we're really warming up. Very nice. And then I'll make some birch bark tea as well. I could sleep, but I really don't want to sleep. I just want to travel. And that should be probably all that's going to be in there anyways, because we already found a food item and we found a potato. There's probably going to be one clothing item in here. Just have to find it. Searching up all the drawers. So yeah, so I got a new monitor for my, not a monitor. Actually, I looked into getting a monitor, but,
Nobody needs this anymore.
and there's our clothing item. But in the end, you know, PlayStations were designed really to connect to a TV. So I just bought a TV, and they're pretty cheap these days, so I didn't really worry about it. Felt like I needed one, so I got one. It's just, I don't know, made sense, I guess. Nothing in there. We have free water, which we don't need. That's just gonna make us very, very heavy. We could transport the water over to the community hall if we really wanted to. But I think what I'm gonna do is just leave it there. No, I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna put it down on the ground at least, so that way I don't forget about it if I come back, or should I say when I come back. Let's see, we have a hot potato now. Not quite yet though. Let's prepare our birch bark. Go ahead and craft that up. Nice. Okay. 9 minutes till ready. 42 minutes on the fire. Go ahead and grab that, and then we can cook our birch bark tea. We're gonna fast track it. Alrighty, we have that now, and then we can continue to take torches, which in this case is 1 torch. Let's see, we can eat our... That's going to be hot for a while, so I'm going to leave it alone for now. I am going to drink the hot birch bark tea, though, because this is going to help heal us up a little bit. Oh, did you see that? It took my little tiny tea. Yeah, I should have just let it continue there, but that's okay. Alright, I'm going to run on over to the gas station. We'll get all the food from the gas station. There's usually some more potatoes in the gas station. Yeah, so like I said, there's usually some more potatoes in here. There's gonna be more matches in
Wonder if this
here.
is any
We
good to
have
eat.
some nuts and stuff. Another book. I'm gonna leave that there. I really can't. I don't want to carry any more books. I just got done leaving a lot of this stuff at the farmhouse, so why would I then turn around and pick it back up? You know what I mean? We'll have to loot. We'll have to loot that when we come back.
Wonder if
But the
the owner's
food,
around.
though, we do need the food because foraging is a long process. Well, in this case, it's not because I don't even have enough. Yeah, so potatoes. Yeah, we did get the potatoes. I don't even have enough scrap metal on me to forge everything that I want to forge. And we have
Leave
more
something
river
behind.
oats. But if we find a hacksaw, I'm surprised we didn't find a hacksaw. I wonder if I just like didn't look hard enough or if I didn't check the right place or something in the coal mine and, Coastal Highway Desolation Point. Because if you think about it, I've been to like 4 or 5 regions already and have found no hacksaw. There's really nothing here that I need, honestly. There's gonna be more water here, which I didn't drop that other water, did I? Okay, so I'll take a chance right now and drop some water. Check my weight, I'm 97 pounds. Let's see here, we're gonna drop our water. Yeah, 10 pounds of water. So let's drop at least 75% of that. That's 80%, but still, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We'll take the little guys, and then we'll drop another 75%. Okay, that's not 75%. Well, technically it's 80% of a gallon, but I only have 8 tenths of it. Yeah, 8 tenths of a gallon. No, is that
Wonder if I can
80?
drop any of this
Okay, hold on.
gear.
Let me refresh my torch. Trying to math this early in the morning is not gonna work. Okay, don't think about it, just do it, right? There we go. We'll get the little guys. We have another. Oh, I think I took the wrong one there. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do this. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. We're gonna drop 26. What? It dropped 2 little ones? It usually drops a big one. What am I doing, man? Come on now. Drop 0.39. There we go. Now we got a big one. Okie dokie. Got the little water bottle. Yeah, ha ha ha. That's funny. Now that's funny. Do we get a
Not sure why
sweater?
I feel so tired.
Shut it, William. We don't get a sweater. We have more salt. Jeez, there's salt everywhere, dude. We have more sardines. We have another cooking pot. You know what? I'm taking that. That is a free metal, in my opinion. And
I
another
could use
skillet,
this.
which is more free metal. Carrot. We have the recipe for the family stew. Let's read that real quick. Light but satisfying stew made with vegetables. Okay, I actually want to know what was in it. And for that, we have to go to the recipes.
I might have to drop some gear.
Thompson family stew, right here. Canned corn. Okay. Carrot, mushroom, and broth. That seems like a ordinary stew. We can find coffee in here. However, it's unlikely. And, oh, look at that.
Could end
A
up being useful.
sweater. And it's 80%. Let's go. Nice. Okay, I am going to shed some weight. Shed some more weight. Is this potato still hot? It is still hot. Alrighty. That's nice. Let's see. We actually do need the cloth though, honestly. Let's just get rid of these things right here. Breaking those down is gonna take more time than just grabbing a curtain. This is gonna give me 2 cloth, which is all I need, and it's only gonna take 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, that... Well, thank God for the fire striker, right? That was a little bit dumb. What? Oh, yeah, let's see. Is there some tin I can grab here? There is. We have a bucket here. The thing is, I need a freaking hacksaw to break it down. And by the time I get the hacksaw, there's going to be metal in the forge to break down. So this is actually, if I had a hacksaw on me, it would be a good idea. But since I don't have the hacksaw on me, it's just really dead weight at this point, which is unfortunate. But we can break down the pots by hand. And there's another bucket too. Well, that is just unfortunate. But the good news is we have some buckets on our way to the next forge. So, okay. Well, we did not search this up, but actually, let's eat a potato real quick. Gonna give ourselves a warmth bonus. Gonna eat a pie to give ourselves a little bit of a buff, excuse me, to our stamina bar there. And let's see, how heavy are we? We're 10 pounds overweight. And it's mostly food. We could break this down. Hour and a half, it gives me 1 scrap metal. That'll help lower our weight. Could do 3 of those. That would drop 2, 4, 6, almost 7 pounds. But it would also take about 5 hours. I think it'd be better just to go. Whoa. The weather is awful. I kind of want to see if we have this house up over here. Sometimes there's a house up over here. Incredibly bad weather. And I'm in no shape to travel. So I'm heavy. However, oh, the house is not up. What a bummer. However, I just cannot resist the urge to get up and go. Okay, I'm going to eat another pie. Give me a little bit more stamina there. My carry capacity at my carry capacity when I have the backpack and the well-fed bonus and all that going on is 88 pounds. So in theory, I'm not that heavy. We are in a full-blown blizzard. Not the best weather to be traveling in, that's for sure. Oh, shut it, William. You're not too cold to think. You still have your wits about you. Okay. Keep the big rock to our right here. And we should come across something that looks quite familiar, which is this sign right here. There we go. Nice. Yeah, the blizzard does not help. Absolutely not at all. However, does give us a chance to show off our sort of expertise at going and making our way through Pleasant Valley. In a blizzard. So that's very nice. I appreciate the blizzard just for that. Watch me end up somewhere I'm totally not, like I don't know where I am. Ooh, a fly. I really want to kill that fly. Hey, we have a torch there. Who do you suppose left that there? Alright. And we're back. We're inside. The nice warmth of a... Actually, let's see. I'm curious. What is this damn place called anyways? Only 14 days. Abandoned Mine. Called the Abandoned Mine. Nah, I thought it was called something else, honestly. But, okay. We'll go with the Abandoned Mine. Ooh, coal. We definitely need the coal. Yeah, this bag will get kind of heavy, won't it? This is search, so what's in there? 50 coal? Holy crap, dude. Well, we're definitely not gonna run out of coal anytime soon, are we? So I'm probably gonna find another 50 coal. Jeez, I did not expect it to be 50 coal. That's kind of funny that I forgot, honestly. And there's more coal down there. Let's see, drop all that coal. Which was only 5 coal, so that's not too bad. And what do we have over here? Anything? It hasn't been searched yet. I know we can find a hacksaw in this mine, and we can also find a pry bar. So all we gotta do is look. Is my headache gone now? Thank goodness, right? More coal. Yeah, we're just gonna be slowly gathering the coal here. Oh, okie dokie there. Let's refresh the torch here. Ooh, running out of torch. That's not good. Because we cannot start a fire inside this mine. So we may have to cut our losses with the coal here. As we're only just picking it up to drop it back down again so that it will spawn again. Yep, there could be a hacksaw here, and it's not there. Empty. This is all no, this is not searched. I could... Okay, I don't need that. I could do with some tin, please. Some tin. Anybody got some scrap metal for me? Come on now. Well, that is just damn unfortunate, man. That really sucks. But we are so close to the Quonset. Man, that would be awesome to make it there today, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to. But I will give my best attempt to record another episode tomorrow, so that way we can get to the Quonset and then hopefully back to the Forge ASAP, because, and I do apologize for making y'all wait this long, but it has been a minute since I started this run,
Sapping my
so
energy.
let's finish up and get to where we want to go with it. You know what I mean? Something is sapping your energy, Will. It's your bad jokes. Last torch. And it is not a good torch. Wow.
Too much stuff to carry.
Do I have time to check here? Or the hacksaw? No hacksaw. Can't check for tin, as I have no more time. I have no more light. Come on, baby. Get there. Oh, man. We are in the complete darkness here. And I do not want to bust up a flare. Do I waste a match? I have 73 matches, so I guess I will have to waste a match because I was literally walking on the wall there. Can barely see where we're going. Just pray we're going the right direction. This is sacrilege for an Interloper player. Metal shelf. I hear the outdoors. Well, hey, we have a bedroll on us. Let's grab some sleep here. That's the nice thing about having a bedroll. We can drink our birch tea. We can drink some water here. And food-wise, we're good. Right? Yeah, we're good. Let's sleep for 10 hours. Hey, it is light out. Where were we? Oh, we were so close. But yeah, so far away. I do want to go over here real quick and see if I got the stem already, which I want to say that I did get the stem, and it looks like I did get it. So, and all this stuff is empty, so there's nothing there. There is probably a little bit more coal laying around, but how much coal do we have on us? 3 coal, that should be good enough. So we're gonna leave the mine. And we did make it to Coastal Highway. Sweet! And it is a very nice day. That is so great. I'm actually going to pause the game. Okay, I'm going to pause the game. There we go. And I'm going to leave it like this so we can come right back to this when we're ready to. I got some stuff to do, but hopefully I can come back and record another episode for you guys so you can see what's going to be in the Quonset garage, and then get to the Forge and Desolation Point, and we're going to get some stuff going here for the run. Hopefully we're going to be able to spend a few days there and get some get our bow crafted up and all that good stuff. So anyways, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. It means the world to me. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And until next time, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.